Alright, good evening everyone. It's 11:17. It's Monday, October the 9th. This is going to be the week of October 9th, 2017. And I'm going to start out with the New Zealand dollar on the weekly time frame. And over the next couple of months, I think I'm going to just stick to the dollar pairs that I've been posting 3 to 4 times a week, which is the New Zealand, the CAD, the yen, the euro, the pound, the Aussie, and I may throw in 1 or 2 cross pairs here and there. But when it comes to just trying to focus on and give out the best quality, I think staying with around 5 or 6 markets is best for me. So basically, starting with the New Zealand weekly, we have the 1-2-1-2 count, and we have the wave 3. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, it makes sense. Okay, so we have the 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3. We have the A, we have the B, we have the C for W, we have the X, we have the A, we have the B, and the C for Y of wave 4. Over the past few weeks, I was a bit hesitant as calling this top wave 4, but now that price has broke the 1x8 on the Gann fan, the confidence and the second weekly bar has fallen under the Gann fan. I would want to see this bar at the end of the week close below this particular 1x8 Gann fan, and in that case my confidence will be a lot higher that this top is in place, and I would like to see price start to eventually dip below 70 at its next support level. Will be about 70.25 or so, 70.22, and then from there you're looking at around 69, 80 or so from there, and that possibly will give it some high confidence that the top is in place. So that I move over to a 240. You can see that's the 5 ways down for 1, the WXY for 2, and then you can see a 1 here, a 2 here, you can have a 3 here or here, you can have the 4 here, and then you can be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then an extended wave, 5, 1, 2, 3, possibly 4 here, and then you may see one more wave down for 5. So most likely it appears that most dollar pairs this week may find a reversal, and it may turn to dollar weakness within the next day or so, preferably by Wednesday. And as from what I'm looking at, every pretty much dollar pair is showing that particular weakness in the dollar, most likely this week, of some reversal of some point. As you can see, prices here on the Euro weekly, my stop is low. However, I do anticipate one more move down. It may stop me out, and it may go to around 18.10 or so, and then come down. But if it does stop me out, I plan on getting back in at that 18.10 level. If I don't get back in going short, then if price goes down to the 16 even level, it is possible that we'll see one more high above the 120, 93, 121 area to complete wave 5. So if you're not an experienced trader, I probably wouldn't go short. I would probably wait and see and try to catch this, wait until this wave down ends, and possibly go long for wave 5 if the top is currently not in place. And that's how I have it. This is the top of wave 3. So um, that's how I see the euro. And if I look at the euro on a smaller time frame, let me find the 240. Price has broken the 2x1. It has already broken the 8x1, 4x1, 3x1, and the 2x1. So it is highly, highly possible that this could be wave 4. This will be the E of B. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, possibly for A, or 1, 2. No, I wouldn't count it that way. You can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 3. This can be A, or this can be 4, and this can be 5. But then this will be A, B, and then, possibly a C. Let me see how I'm trying to see if I can come up with a better count on the smaller time frame than that. If this is the E of B, and we are currently in wave 4. See, in Elliot's terms, wave 4 tends to end near 1 lesser degree. And 1 lesser degree would be right here. And as you can see, it ended just about on the nose of where wave 4 of the lesser degree had ended. Not to mention, it ended at the 1.382, which is a target I love to see my wave 4s in. When you do reverse Fibonacci, it ended right there. So with that being said, that doesn't mean that this 115 is a 200%, and it's already met its expectations for wave 4. So you can start to see, I've already taken out half. So although I am anticipating another move down, that doesn't mean that this particular bottom is in place, and now wave C of 4 is in place, and now you're going to see a move up. But in order for that to happen, price needs to go above this 1x1 on the GAN fan. I will need to see price break impulsively 1872. And as long as price continues to trade below 1810, the trend is still to the downside. So keep that in mind. Anytime the price goes above 1810, that's your buy signal. And you can expect a move from 18, give or take, or technically it would be from 16 to above 21. But until price breaks 1810, I stay short. This is why my stop is at 1807. If it breaks 1810, I go long. Yeah, I am losing. However, I've already taken out major profits when it came here. But as of now, it has met all expectations for wave 4. Not to mention, if you're looking here at this is the Fibonacci time scale. And as you can see, this particular movement, let's say of wave C, was projected to end around the 11th or 12th of this month. Now, that doesn't mean that it will meet those guidelines to the T, but this is just something that the Fibonacci time scale is showing. And if that's the case, as you can see, when wave 3 ended here, you had this pattern of the A, B, C, D, E, B. So the entire triangle was in this particular Fibonacci time frame, and it took roughly almost a month. And as you can see from here, before this even happened, I'd already had this Fibonacci time scale from 1.382 to 1.618, and you can clearly see that it's appearing. If that's the case, then this particular um, low may be it, because it's already met the expectation. It's already broken out all of the GAN fans. However, um, it could mean one more wave down tomorrow, and then on the 11th, like it's pretty much projecting, uh, you start the reversal. So let's keep an eye on this euro, because if it is a reversal, you would want to go long. I wouldn't really want to go short unless you're already in it, and if you are short, start looking to lower your stops, um, because if this is wave 4, it has already met the expectations. So just keep that in mind for wave 4. Let's move on to the pound. So the pound, as you can see here, from the top to the bottom, this clearly can be a leading diagonal wave 1 if the top is in place. If the top of wave 4 is in place, and as you can see, the particular move down went through quite a few Fibonacci timescales, but you can easily, it's a few ways to count this. This can be a 1, A, B, C, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or this whole wave, this can be a 1, 2, 1, 2, no. You will have this as a 1, 2, 1, 2, possibly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 3, or 3, A, B, C, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if that's the case, that'll be uh, wave wave 5. This will be the wave 1, basically, of 5. Um, and now you may see a possibly a retracement that can easily come back to 134 from current levels. So this is why I've already got almost 300 ticks coming in the books, pretty much right there. So if something was to happen, I'll just get stopped out and take my profits until a better count shows itself. The CAD, looking at it on the weekly time frame, as you can see, I'm still up 370 on that. And if this is the A, or 1, this is the WXY for B, or 2, well, if the dollar is eventually due to get strong, then you would want to say that this is a C, and now this is going to be basically move up. But if that's the case, well, then this wouldn't be a 5, this would be a 3, and now you have A, B, and then C for 4, which the 4 terminated near the 4 of one lesser degree. So that is an alternate count to look at, and now you expect a move to the upside, or if this is that same case, this will be the 3 of C, basically, and this is wave 4, and then you see wave 5 come down to more closer to 119 area, and that completes wave 4. And then this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 3. Then wave 4 will be here, and now you'll see a move that will go above 146 over the next year or so. So that's a long shot, but it is an alternate count to keep an eye out on, and it is possible. It just depends on how you look at it. Now with the dollar yen, I have this as a 1, the WX possible Y2 here, or this will be A, B, and then C for Y of 2 here. I've been saying that for about a week now. It hasn't really done much. My my stop is pretty high up, but you pretty much seen a double top here, and it really hasn't been much movement. So I'll just go ahead and if I see something different, then I'll post it. But I am looking for a reversal in the dollar during the FOMC meeting on Wednesday. So we'll definitely uh, keep an eye on that one, and I'll have a video out by then. And as you can see clearly from the pound, looking at that again, you can see wave 3. You have a WX. Um, there's other ways to look at this too, because this can be A, B, C, D, E. This can be a triangle here, and your X can be here, and then you have A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for C for Y of 4. But just based off of the length of this 4, it has to be at an end or coming to an end, or this is just not wave 4. This will be wave 5, and now we're looking at something else. And basically, if this is wave 5, well, now we're looking for prices to go more back towards 150. So I don't think that's the case. It is an alternate, and it's just something to kind of look at and keep in the back of your head, because at the end of the day, no one knows what the market's going to do. The market's going to do whatever the market is going to do. So you're speculators at the end of the day, and that's what we do. We speculate. This is the euro dollar on a daily time frame. If anyone wanted to look at it on a larger time frame, if you have the 3 here, you have the A here, you have the triangle B here, and as you can see, compared to the low of the 2 and the trend line, it met it right to the T. This red line here is not a part of the Gann fan at all. But I'm sure if I put my Gann fan where the 2 is at, I wonder how far off would it be. So let's see, not that far at all. And it is possible that price does come right here and find support where the Gann fan is currently, and that'll be around that 1600 area, which is also uh, about right here in this particular purple uh, uh, Ichimoku cloud line. So we'll see how it goes, and as it's very possible the 4 can be in place, or the 4 can go lower, or the 4 can go lower than that. But at the end of the day, it does meet the expectations for wave 4 already. So keep that in your mind when you're trading. Let's see if I have the Aussie. Okay, so here's the Aussie daily. You gotta forgive me. I'm a little sick, but I'm okay. So this was the triangle B. You have the 1, 2, 3, and then this is the possible A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will be C for 4, basically, if that's the case. And if this is the case, well, then you need price. Price will need to eventually start to make its way up above the B for wave 5, or for wave 5 of C, basically, and then you'll see a move to the downside. If I look at my Gann fan, let's see what it's going here. If I put it at C, as you can see, okay, and then I'm gonna move it, and let's see what happens if I put it at this low. That's not a bad low. I'll keep it there. It's breaking. As you can see, it did break this particular 1x4, and it did pretty much find some critical support here. It did go just below it, but I mean not too much, so it still acted as a support. So we'll see how this plays out. I mean, this could be the top, and this can be one of something. This will be basically, if this is the triangle B, this is an A here, this is a B. This can be, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for C. So it is very possible that this particular wave down is wave 1. And if you look at that on a weekly, let's see, this will be wave 3. This is A, B, and then as you can see, this can be wave C of 4. And now you're pretty much starting wave 1 of 5. But for that to be the case, it needs to break 76, 43, and it has to break it impulsively and continue, just like the pound did when it topped out. If it does not do that, expect to see one more wave up. And it is possible that that wave can end near 85 or so. So those are the pairs that I'm showing today, the first day of the week. And as things progress during Wednesday, I will definitely have another video out. But until then, I'm expecting the market for the dollars tomorrow to go in the strength of the dollar and probably make a key reversal by Wednesday. So we'll see how that goes. Until then, you guys, I'm out and happy trading.